YouTube, Desiree here, aka Lady Pisces, and just have another video. This time, again, it is involved with Pokemon Go, but instead of me being out and about and adventuring, I'm actually home. It's nighttime, so of course I'm home. And I'm actually going to be answering some very basic questions about the game. Now, these are probably questions that if you've already been playing the game for a little while, you're probably going to know the answers to. But if you're just starting out, these are great questions that might help you out, maybe give you a few tips. And even if you have been playing a little while, maybe they'll still give you a few tips. And also, after each question, I'm going to be doing an evolution, which means I'll be evolving one of my Pokemon. Let's get to the questions. First question is, how can I catch Pikachu? Very, very common question. Everyone loves Pikachu. Honestly, I don't know why, but everyone loves Pikachu. So if you want to catch Pikachu, you can either A, walk around and in hopes of trying to find a Pikachu, in which Pikachu can actually be found almost anywhere because he'll pop up so randomly, so it's like he can be found almost anywhere, but at the same time you have to be lucky if you run into him. Or the second way, which is a guaranteed method, but it'll only work for those who are just starting out in the game. And when I say just starting out, I mean haven't even started it yet. So in the beginning of the game, when they give you the option to pick your starter Pokemon, if you decide to ignore all three of those Pokemon and you just keep walking straight, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle will appear again. Keep walking past them, ignore them. Finally, at one point, a Pikachu is going to pop up and you're going to be able to catch him, and that's going to be your starting Pokemon. So that is one guaranteed way to catch Pikachu, but it's all the way at the beginning of the game. So, but like I said, these questions can help those who may be just starting or maybe thinking about starting to play Pokemon Go. Okay, now on to the first evolution, but before the first evolution, I'm going to activate a lucky egg. There we go. Oh, and a Caterpie just came. Alright, I'm also going to try to catch the Caterpie, I guess, since he just arrived. Alright, now, got my Poké active? Yep. Now on to the evolutions. Now some of these evolutions are going to be new, probably I think only like one, but some are also going to be just typical evolutions. First of all, got that for a candy, and alright, that was the last Caterpie I needed for a Butterfree. So this is we're starting it off with a new one. This is going to be my first Butterfree. Yay! Let's get that going. And I used to use Butterfree a lot when I played Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow because he had really good movesets. In Pokemon Go, he's not really, you know, that useful, especially with all the water metas going on right now. But still, I'm very, very happy because no matter what, it's a new Pokemon, and I always have liked Butterfree a lot. How do I battle with friends? Now, battling right now has not been incorporated into the game yet, but recent news updates basically have stated that no matter what, it is on their radar. Niantic is working on it. The CEO of the Pokemon Company would love to see battling incorporated because he feels, of course, that that's what they are very good at, is battling, because that's what Pokemon is known for. So of course they are working on it, and they have been saying they've been working on it ever since it first came out, but all we can do right now is be patient. It is going to come eventually. Okay, my second evolution is going to be a Pidgey. Nothing totally special about that, but it's more so for the XP. Next question is, what is the best team to join? Again, a question leaning more towards the beginning part of the game. When you reach, I think, level 5, you're going to be asked to join a team. There are 3 teams. There's Team Mystic, Team Valor, and Team Instinct. And your Pokemon trainers are going to basically explain to you what each group represents. So you'll be able to read the description, and you'll be able to actually choose which team you feel would go better with. But yeah, also for the teams, your team color also is represented through the 3 legendary birds from the original first 150 Pokemon, which is Mystic has Articuno, Valor has Moltres, and Instinct has Zapdos. Now, as far as catching these 3 legendary Pokemon, it has not been released yet about where or when we will be able to catch any legendary Pokemon, including Mew, Mewtwo, and the 3 legendary birds. But we are waiting for that to come out, and hopefully it'll be released at some point, and a lot of people are expecting it's probably going to be some sort of event. And you'll probably be able to catch the bird whose team that you are on. So since I'm Mystic, I will probably be able to catch Articuno. Hopefully, because Articuno is actually one of my favorites. So I skipped over Weedle and went straight to Pidgey for my second evolution, so he'll be my third. There we go. And the Beedrill I have right now is an okay Beedrill. I am actually trying to find a Beedrill with better stats or better movesets. Not even so much that he's useful. I mean, he can be useful maybe against Executor or something, but I don't really see a lot of people using Beedrill. But I'm just trying to get, like, all the Pokemon I do have, I'm trying to make sure that they have either the ideal moveset or ideal stats. Next question. Are there any other Pokemon I can catch? There's a ton of Pokemon that you can catch. We are still in the first 150, but 150 have not technically been released to us, because no matter what, the 3 legendary birds count as the first 150, as does Ditto, and Ditto has not been released out yet to be able to be caught. Mew and Mewtwo also count as the first 151, and they are also legendary, so they have not been released to be caught yet. So right now we are still in the first generation. There's plenty of Pokemon that you can catch. All you have to do is go out, go explore, and you will run into various kinds of Pokemon. Now, some are region exclusive Pokemon, so you'll only be able to get other ones maybe later on after you've traded for them, once trading gets incorporated. Like right now, region exclusive for the US is Tauros. And so other Pokemon you might find in other regions, meaning other countries. So don't feel too disheartened though, because no matter what, trading is going to be incorporated at some point, and we will be able to collect all the Pokemon. So if you're an avid collector, don't feel disheartened, it's going to happen eventually. My 4th evolution is another Pidgey. Lots of Pidgeys. Like I said, these are just really good for gaining XP. And if you want to get to a Pidgeot, then, you know, this is necessary as well. I already have a Pidgeot. He's not even a perfect Pidgeot, but I do plan to work on towards a perfect Pidgeot. But for now, I'm just kind of worrying about the XP. Why do Pokestops have pink stuff floating around them? The pink stuff, or the little flower petals, because I always thought they were like cherry blossom petals, that's what they look like to me. When you see a Pokestop with pink stuff floating around it, that means someone has put a lure on the Pokestop. And what a lure does is it draws more Pokemon towards that Pokestop. Some are more common Pokemon like your Pidgeys, your Rattatas, but the lure can also draw in more rarer Pokemon, but it does actually work better if there are multiple people around in the area playing Pokemon Go. The more people that are actually around the area with the lure playing Pokemon Go, or the more rarer and better Pokemon actually, are going to pop up. And that's actually been a proven fact. So if you're seeing a Pokestop and you have a lure and you're the only one in the area, it may not even really be worth it to drop a lure if you see that you are the only one in the area, or if it's late in the evening and no one else is around. You might want to hold on to your lure until you can maybe get a day off from work or a day off from school. You can go to a more public place with a bunch of Pokestops and you see other people around and you see more lures being dropped. Then drop one of your own, because that's actually going to help encourage better Pokemon to come. And with more people playing in the area, because the more lures, the more people are going to come, the more Pokemon are going to spawn. So this game is very hugely based on socializing. They want people to interact with each other, and that's what it's all about. So
next evolution, another Pidgey. I was gonna say Pidgeot.
Next question. How do I run away from Pokemon? Well, if you want to run away from the 150th Pidgey that you have run into, you do not have to waste Pokeballs on it. You can simply press the button in the top left corner showing the person running away. You can hit that button and it will run away from the Pokemon. You do not have to feel obligated to catch every single Pokemon you run into, but there are some benefits to catching Pokemon even if you don't need them. No matter what, you do get Stardust, you do get candies so that you can evolve Pokemon, and thus by evolving Pokemon you get more experience points, and thus getting more experience points you level up your character so you can run into better Pokemon. So as monotonous as it would be or seem, sometimes it is just better to catch Pidgeys, Rattatas, Eevees over and over and over again. But yeah.
I should have mentioned in the beginning that a lot of these evolutions are going to be Pidgeys.
Next question is, how do I evolve Pokemon? Alright, so to evolve Pokemon, what you want to do, like I said in the last question, we're catching all those Pokemon and getting all those candies and Stardust. To evolve Pokemon, you're going to want the Pokemon candies. So you're going to want to capture many types of that Pokemon. Say you want to evolve your Charmander to Charizard, you're going to have to catch multiple Charmanders to be able to get the candies to evolve it into Charmeleon, and then collect more Charmander candies to be able to go from Charmeleon to Charizard. Because the candies are basically named from their pre-evolved forms. So if you want to get a Raichu, basically to evolve it you have to collect Pikachu after Pikachu for Pikachu candies, and then evolve it into Raichu. And that's how you would get that. So that's pretty much how you evolve the Pokemon. Powering up Pokemon also takes Pokemon candies and Stardust. So you want to be able to capture Pokemon so you can get Stardust, and also capture Pokemon for the candies and for a Pokemon that you want to power up. Same with like Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. Use Eevee candies. You're going to have to capture multiple Eevees if you want to power up your Vaporeon, or your Flareon, or Jolteon. And if you want to evolve your Eevee into one of those three, you have to collect Eevee candies by capturing more Eevees.
Well, we're done with the Pidgeys, and now we're on to the Rattatas.
How do I choose what my Eevee evolves into? Well, I was just talking about Eevees. Now, you can either A, evolve your Eevee once you have 25 candies. You can let the evolution go, and what the game's going to do is it's going to pick it at random. Now what you can do, but this only works one time for each one that I'm about to tell you, is you can name your Eevee either Rainer, R-A-I-N-E-R, and it will turn into a Vaporeon, or you can nickname your Eevee Pyro, P-Y-R-O, and it will turn into a Flareon, or you can name your Eevee Sparky, and it will turn into a Jolteon. But it does only work one time per each of those names.
Next evolution is going to be Paris into Parasect.
What is the quickest way of leveling up? Your quickest way of leveling up, at least currently, is going out, catching Pokemon, using the candies to evolve Pokemon, and basically gaining XP. Now what you can do is go out during the day, capture as many Pokemon as you can capture. Doesn't matter if they're Eevees, Rattatas, Pidgeys, Caterpies, Weedles, these are like the most common ones you're going to run into, but save them all. Then later on that night, when you're ready to evolve them, try to evolve as many as you can, but before you evolve them, activate a lucky egg. Now I think you get the lucky egg starting around level 9, I believe. And what that will do is that doubles the XP that you get for any action you do in the game, including evolutions, evolving. So when you evolve a Pokemon without the lucky egg, you usually get about 500 experience. If you activate your lucky egg, it's going to go up to 1,000 experience. That is the absolute quickest way to level up your character. To power up your Pokemon, the quickest way is to just go out there, capture Pokemon, collect as many of those certain Pokemon candies as you can, and basically just keep capturing for Stardust as well, and just power up your Pokemon like that. So those are the two quickest ways to be able to power up both yourself and your Pokemon.
So I traded in a few more Pidgeys, and now I can evolve another Pidgey. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that.
What is the curve bar above my Pokemon? So the curve bar is an indicator of the highest CP it can reach. If it's peaking, then it's probably a wise idea to stop wasting Stardust on it. If you've leveled your Pokemon to be part of your main team, make sure you only invest Stardust in the strongest ones. Now, going on to this subject, when you decide to level up your Pokemon, so what you want to do is, at least what I did, is I stopped powering up almost any Pokemon I run across. So what I started to do now is I find a Pokemon, I appraise it, which if you go to the Pokemon and you hit on the menu button while you're in the Pokemon screen and it says appraise, you can appraise it. Your Pokemon trainer will then pop up, and will tell you that they can appraise your Pokemon, and they will give your Pokemon a rating and tell you about its stats. If my appraisal wasn't that good, I immediately transfer it because it's not even worth my time. And if the stats were good, then I may hold on to it. If the stats were great, those Pokemon I will usually put a star to. And what I do is then I will start to not power them up yet. I will never power up a Pokemon until after I've evolved it to its fully evolved form. So my best advice is hold off, save your Stardust, and once you actually evolve it into its final form, you're going to want to start powering it up. So then by that point, you should have some candy set aside, you should have plenty of Stardust set aside, hopefully by that point, and you can power up to be pretty strong, and knowing that it has good stats, you'll be pretty well on your way.
My next evolution I'm pretty excited for is my Poliwag into a Poliwhirl. And he has a star because he has ideal stats, so he's on his way to being a really great Poliwrath. So we're going to go ahead and at least get a Poliwhirl.
I'm not finding any Pokemon I like. Am I doing something wrong? No, you're not doing anything wrong. What you are doing is you're just probably walking around your same area or maybe close to your house. Now Pidgeys, Rattatas, Caterpies, even Eevees are some of the more common Pokemon that you're going to find. You're going to run into a lot of them. Now if you want to run into the more rarer or more better Pokemon, like I said earlier in another question, you're going to want to go to public parks during the day. You're going to want to go to a spot that has multiple Pokestops where multiple people are playing. Even going closer to gyms will sometimes make better Pokemon pop up. Also, other things that account for running into better Pokemon is time of day, because some Pokemon do come out at night and others come out during the day, and also weather conditions. If it's raining, you may actually find more water type Pokemon. If it's really sunny and hot, you may find more fire type Pokemon. If you want more water type Pokemon and it's a sunny day, try going close to a lake or going to the beach. Habitat really does play an important role.
My next one I'm going to be evolving is Psyduck into Golduck. This has been a long time coming, so I'm very excited and very happy that I'm finally getting a Golduck. So here we go.
This app is killing my phone battery. How can I make it last? Haha, that is probably a very common question that maybe even the most advanced user is probably still complaining about. I'm still complaining about it, and I've been playing for a while. But yes, this game drains battery fast. Now, ways that you can save battery that I've come up with, or at least that I have found, or that I read up on, is that for one, you need to turn AR mode, which brings the Pokemon into our world. You need to turn AR mode off. That would actually save some battery. Another tip, turn your brightness of your screen down. That will actually save battery. That's one major thing that I had to do with my cell phone, and it actually did give me about, give or take, an extra half hour, which may not sound like much, but when you're playing the game, it counts. It does. Another thing, you're going to want to invest into a portable charger. So you can buy portable chargers almost anywhere. Walmart, Target, dollar store. If you want to order special ones online, you can. I myself actually just ordered a portable charger a few days ago. It's a solar powered portable charger, so while I am out there catching Pokemon, my portable charger is going to be charging, so when I plug my phone in, it'll charge my phone while it's still charging. So you might want to invest into a solar charger if you want. And that is pretty much it. I hope you guys have enjoyed these few questions. There'll definitely be more to come as I find them, and I will do my best to answer them for anyone who may need to know. Also, I'm going to try to keep you guys updated on any new updates or any new information about Pokemon Go, because this definitely seems to be a very raging game right now, and I definitely want to play my part in helping you guys out. Thank you very much. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe below. And yeah, take care, have a great night, and peace.